Ladies and gentlemen, here on this Thursday afternoon, behind the cheddar curtain, it is I, Gregory Doggone Cockery, for our Wildwood session. I was talking to Steve from Wildwood today, and he said, why don't we do a Gristle Master Day? So that's what we're doing. They've got a few Gristle Masters in stock at Wildwood. They've got, of course, Lucifer in stock. They've got some Wow Red, Pow Yellow, one of the black ones with a bigger neck profile. So that's what we're doing today. I'm playing a little bit of Reverend Gristle Master Guitars, my first signature iteration with our friends at Wildwood. Jonathan, right out of the gate, says, do a weird country lick. Woo! I can do that. I can do a weird country lick. You know why? Because I'm weird, but I like it. I like it. I like it. I do like it. I like it. I need to share this to a group. I'm going to share it to a group. The Gristle Kingdom is a powerful place. I posted it there. Then I'm going to go over here and go like so. I'm going to go like so. Newsfeed. Sorry, folks. This always takes a minute to be able to do. I have to switch things over here. Michael Burrell is in the house. That's what it is. Sometimes I have a hard time. Well, a lot of the times I have a hard time. But share to your story. No, I don't want to share that to my story. I'm going to start swearing, folks. It's coming. I'm just going to put it down now. I'm done with it. Hey, what's going on? We're back live. I was down in Florida Monday and Tuesday doing my first course for our friends at True Fire. It's been a long time in the coming. Greg Eds? Sorry, I can't get it right now, Greg Eds. He's from Wildwood. I'll have to get back to him. Can he see us? I wonder. Greg Eds, he's a powerful individual. Don't forget the weird country lick. Here's a weird country lick for you. You ready? Or anyways, what was I saying? Yeah, so I was down, Mark Nice, that's not nice. You ever seen a grown man naked? That's from our friend, Leslie Nielsen. Although he was, no, it was Peter Graves that said that in Airplane, wasn't it? Like Johnny Hyland, nice. Well, Johnny Hyland is nice and a fantastic player, but I was playing like that before I knew who Johnny Hyland was. But he is a master. There's no doubt about it. Oh, boom, doo. Anyways, as I said, so I was down in Florida, flew into Tampa, actually Sunday, and then filmed my first course for True Fire, which will hopefully be out, later in the year for sure, November. Well, there'll be a promotional onslaught, but it really went fantastically well, so I'm looking forward to getting that out and about. So why I had to pre-record my Tuesday edition. Can you dig it? A little bit of chicken picking for the kids, a little bit of chicken picking for the kids. Hey, Greg, I've been settling down trying to learn your tunes. Well, thank you. Unrepentant, definitely a fave, and Chiefs Blues is freaking awesome. Well, thank you very much. I'm glad you dig those songs. Paul, I will check out your Amazon review. Thank you very much. Yeah, so there are quite a few, actually for the first time, there's a few of these Reverend Gristlemasters in stock at Wildwood. Go to their website, just click under electric guitars, under Reverend, click that rascal, and you will see a few of these different beasts. And Goldie sounded good yesterday. Boy, it always sounds good, doesn't it? Heed the Boogaloo. Oh, yes. That sounds good. That sounds good on this guitar. Actually, let me do a little, we can do this, I suppose. I can go like a... Sorry, I got a little crazy there for a minute. I got a little crazy there for a minute. Now, folks, just for your personal edification. That sounds like something for Freud. Listen, we've got the MXR clone looper that I was using there to clone things to do the loop. And then I'm actually using that Jetter ODS 181. It's a Wildwood exclusive pedal that I like to use for overdrive. I also like to use my Gristle King. So here's the clean boost on the Gristle King. Then I'll add the lead to it. Right? And then I used, when I was doing the rhythm part, I used the middle position on the guitar. And then when I went for the lead, I hit that button in. Gives me a little bit more heat. Good for you. It's good for your corns, as a matter of fact. How do you play the grip intro? Oh, you mean with all the whammy bar stuff? I need my Mr. Wiggles for that. I need the whammy bar to get that crazy stuff going on. That was just kind of rando. For that particular recording, I was using my custom shop Strat. I was using a Marshall Plexi 100 watt, 412 bottom. Except I took the two outside tubes out so I could overdrive the amp a little bit more, so it just sounds delicious. Roasted maple neck on here, Roland, and you are correct. And I also used, I believe on that tune, I used an old Color Sound fuzz, an old Color Sound tone bender, the one with the orange writing on it. It says Color Sound tone bender. And that's what I used on that tune. There you have it. I have the Greg. It has a switch to cut the power in half from 50 watts to 25 watts. You are correct, Chris. You are correct. Got myself a Blackstar 40 MK2. What do you think? You know, Andre, I've never played one of those, but I know they make good amps. So I will say that. But you cannot switch the weight. Yeah, it's not horribly heavy, though. It's nowhere near as heavy as a Super Reverb or a Twin. So there's that. And the thing you have to consider too with this amp is you don't have to carry in a pedal board. You can carry a guitar, an amp, a cord, and you're done. Because the foot switch that comes with that amp, you can get all your gain settings, the reverb's glorious, and you got that harmonic vibrato if you want some kind of extra little deliciousness. Have I played an orange rocket verb before? Yes, and I am a fan of those amps. The sound is coming in and out. That's most distressing. With vocally or just, maybe it's because I'm going away from the microphone. Could be the compressor's kicking in, if that's indeed what we have going on. Nick asks, do I have any vintage guitars? I have a 53 Telecaster, and I have my 74 Strat. I've got a 60s Epiphone Caballero acoustic with an old DeArmond pickup as well. That's about as old as it gets. I've got some old custom shop guitars, which are gradually nearing the vintage format as they are from 91 or 92, I think. Can you dig it? Well, all right. All right, let me put another little loopy-doopy in here. It's kind of fun to do the loopy. Kind of fun to do the loopy-doopy. Kind of fun to have the croupy. No, it's not fun to have the croup. I will tell you that right now. I had it as a kid and it sucked. Okay, the croup. And what's called Wildwood, and thank them for bringing you to us. Oh, well, thank you, Paul. I appreciate that. Do you prefer low or high string height? Jonathan, how my guitars come from Reverend is exactly how I play them. So I would say it's a conventional height, conventional setup. Well, did you hear that? That was Mr. Loop causing trouble, giving me the croup. Mr. Loop giving me the croup. Oh. Very pertinent question coming from Shane. How many marshmallows can you fit in your mouth? Well, you know, I've never experimented with that. All right. That's an old tune of mine called Spanish Wine. That's an old tune of mine called Spanish Wine. I wrote that with, I wrote the music, a little melody thing, and my buddy John Seeger wrote the lyric for it. Actually, we're going to repost that. We took it down from the Intergoogle, and we have to redo the artwork so that people know where it is. It's under Greg Koch Band, and no one can find it, because if you go under, it's a long story. Anyway, we're going to reissue all that stuff. John Cleary actually was a guest on that song. That's from a record called Plays Well With Others, where I had Robin Ford on there. I'm actually sitting in with Robin Ford tomorrow night at the Waukesha Blues Festival. Those of you who live in southeastern Wisconsin, you can come on out there and savor the sounds and sights. There you have it. We are live, Rich Moran. You must understand that we are live, Rich Moran. Hear that, Rich? We are live. Yeah, so I've started that tune with a... What I like so much about this guitar is if I'm doing clean stuff, I won't press this button, and this button gives me the second voice of my Fishman Fluence, Gristle-tone pickups, just gives me a little bit more girth and just a hair more output. So if output, sorry, it was kind of hard to say. So if I'm doing a little kind of... Want to do a little bit of lead, I'll press that button and just to get a little... Button back out again, gets a little bit more rhythmy, you know what I mean? Rhythmine. So... Tommy asks if I've ever had a break long enough to have to rebuild calluses. Thank God, no. Although I will say, Monday after I played all day doing all those courses for True Fire, my fingers did hurt a little bit in the evening because I had pounded so much damn gristle with my damn fingers that I was a little painful for Drade. Have I ever done the Heritage Blues Festival in Wheeling? No, I have not. Yes, Karina body on these rascals. This color is called Blucifer. And it's a transparent, almost kind of a sonic blue, but we call it Blucifer. The back and sides are a little more opaque, but the front is transparent. It is a roasted maple neck and fingerboard. Compound radius, I think it's 10 to 14, I believe is what I recall. Or is it? Yeah, I think that's correct. 6105 frets. And it has my Fishman Fluence Gristle-tone pickups on there, which are noise-free. They have two voices. This little boost switch. Can you dig it? Woo! Can you dig that kind of activity? So this is the Blucifer version. There are different colors. The ones they have at Wildwood currently in stock are Blucifer. The black one has a bigger neck profile. That's a Wildwood exclusive. There's also a Wow Red. And there's a Pow Yellow. But there's also the three-tone Sunburst, which is the most recent color iteration. And that one looks like so. Bada bing, bada boom, bada bing, bada boom. You will notice one little thing. You see how this is kind of off kilter here? On my other one, they come with a three-string tree string thing. Is that how you say it? And I like a 2, so I swap mine out for 2. But if I have one like this, just make sure it's not covering the G string because I like to be able to do these behind the nut pings of the G string. And when I have that string tree messing with it, then I cannot do it. So I just kind of move it to the side. For most people, that is not an issue. The Sunburst is glorious. Did you hear that? Sir, did you hear that? She gave me a look. It's always an important sign when you get the look from Sears. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. That was the sound of this glorious stock Gristle Master guitar in 3-tone sunburst. There's at least one at Wildwood Guitars as we speak. Is it Mark Knopfler's birthday today? We might have to do a shout out to sweet Markaroonie. Anyways, I'm using that. I was kind of doing that thing. You know, we all know. Well, maybe we don't all know, but there's certainly "Killing Floor" by Howlin' Wolf goes, which is major. But "Shake for Me" is the same thing, but it's minor. So it's a. And Hubert Sumlin goes. But what's funny is that the piano player is still playing major, but everyone else is minor, which is perfect. Because in the blues, is it major, is it minor? The answer is yes. So, but that's kind of a fun little thing. This is cool. This is a Billy Gibbons lick that he does. So everyone knows this. You'll do in the key of A there, wherever you. But he does a thing over the live versions of LaGrange. He'll go, which is what you would do in E, but he does it over A. So you got that fifth in there, and you got that ninth in there, and the flat at seventh. So it sounds cool. I'll give you an example. So if you're going like a. If I had that kind of a Knopfler thing, you can go. There you go. Sounds good. This guitar can do it all. That's why a lot of times I bring this guitar and maybe a spare, and then a chord and my signature Koch amp, and I'm donezo. But now I've got that delicious Gristle 90 from Reverend. So if I unplug this guitar and grab Goldie, the sweet, sweet Goldie, the golden lariat. So this is the same body style. It's a little bit, both bodies are just slightly larger than a regular T style. This one is a set neck. It's Gibson scale, and it has my new signature Fishman, a Gristle tone P90s in it. But you'll notice I'm not going to touch the EQ on the amp at all. I'm just going to plug this rascal in and tune the damn thing up. And we got this. Can you dig it, ladies and gentlemen? A little bit of that Blue Jean Blues as the endless tribute to Dusty Hill continues. Can you dig it? With this Gristle 90, I believe there is one Gristle 90 left right now at Wildwood. I believe there's a black one. They sell as soon as they come in, thank God, which is a beautiful thing. But I think there is one left. Rich Moran says, do you prefer Bigsby's over classic tremolos? I prefer a Strat tremolo, especially the Wilkinson ones that have been on the Reverend stuff. They're fantastic. But I really like the sound and look of a Bigsby, and they work so well on my Reeves Gabrel Space Hawk that I got from Reverend. I thought, their Bigsby's work, and they sound good, so I want one. Plus, they look cool. But I think they actually do something to the sound. Guitars with Bigsby's, to me, sound good. You get a Les Paul. Les Pauls always sound great. And also, you play one with the Bigsby, you're like, why does that one sound like that? And you're like, got to be the Bigsby. Or maybe it's just the forces of evil working together. Can you dig it? Will there be any more Bradford Beach Blue ones, asked Lelandberg. I think there will be, because some of them got swapped around. There was kind of an interesting thing. The shipments got kind of juxtaposed. So where the Tosa Turquoise was supposed to be coming in September, they came early, and I believe a batch of Bradford Beach Blue is going to come in later. So I would take a look at the Wildwood website for when they drop. As the kids like to say, when they drop. You know what I'm talking about? Stu doo doo, dum dum doo doo doo. I've been watching a lot of old ZZ Top bootleg videos because there weren't a lot. For some reason, there just seem people are uploading more. You can see some good video footage of them. There was always the Rock Palace one. That wasn't a bootleg, but just live footage of them from pre-Eliminator days, I guess is what I'm getting at. Not that there's anything wrong with post-Eliminator days, but I was a big fan of the Top before the Eliminator, and that particular era of stuff is glorious to behold. So there have been more morsels that have been unleashed of that period of time, and there's always good. I saw a New Year's Eve thing from the New Year's Eve 1976 going into 77. They were playing, I believe, in Houston, and their last song right before New Year's was Arrested for Driving While Blind. And Billy's live tone was always, it just sounds so disgusting, but yet great. I mean, it just sounded like the amps were just like, you know what, I'm going to quit any minute. But they kept on going, and it just filthy, filthy. Did I watch their documentary on Netflix? I have. I've seen it several times, as a matter of fact. Can you dig it? Mm-hmm. Looper ready to go again. like that. A little bit of that gospel-y stuff. Good, clean fun for the kids tonight, ladies and gentlemen. I took my mother, sister, and wife to see the Worldwide Texas tour when they were in Minnesota. That must have been awesome. That must have been awesome. Because anytime you can hear... Someone asked if I'll be sitting with Robin Ford tomorrow. That is the plan. I'm going to call him tomorrow morning. He said, give me a call in the morning on Friday and we'll figure everything out. So that's going to be happening. Can you dig it? And can you dig it? And can you dig it? Can you dig it? right? The sound of rock. That's that Luna Girl song, doggone it. Off that Koch Marshall Trio record. It sounds good on that bridge pickup on these P90s. Mark Knight says, does Bilbo only recognize this song sometimes? That's pretty damn funny. Otherwise, the other times he doesn't, he attacks him. He attacks the song. Hi from down under. Nico asks, off the cuff, about how many guitars do you think you own? You know, I don't know. Somewhere around 30-ish. I think it hovers. Some come, some go. You know what I'm saying? Is that Robin Ford show going to be streamed? I do not believe so. I do not believe so. That will not happen. That's a good riff right there. Waiting for the bus. I played that one earlier, but I'll play it again. That was the sound of the Koch amp with the lead channel on, gain boost, and OTS all on the same time. Can you dig it? Dig it? Can you dig it? That must be packed up tight. Yes, indeed. Indeed it is. All right, friends. Well, thank you so much for tuning in today to our Wildwood Live. We kind of did a... someone asked about the amp. Yes, I have my other amp fixed. You know what happened was I took my other blue, the Greg amp out when I had to do a thing down in Chicago, and I packed the foot pedal in the back, and somehow I disconnected one of the speakers. So when I went back in here and jammed afterwards, I blew the other speaker. So it was a blown speaker. So it's back in service. But this is the other amp that I had, and it sounds good too. So they all sound good. I just was down doing my videos down in Florida at True Fire, and the lovely people at Koch Amplifiers in the Netherlands sent an amp over from the Netherlands, so I would have one down there because I'm planning on doing a bunch of stuff with them. Right out of the box, plug that thing in, away we went. And again, all I have is the foot pedal for the amp. I don't need anything else. It gets the job done. Can you dig it? It gets the job done. Blown speaker is the kink style distortion. Yes. Is that a Reverend? Yes. This is my Reverend signature model, second signature model called the Gristle 90 with the Bigsby and my Fishman Fluence Gristletone P90s on board. Can you dig it? This one in gold. There are 3 colors. Actually, it's 4 colors. There's this gold. There is a delicious black, midnight black, I believe it's called. Midnight at the Old Gristle. Midnight at the Old Gristle. What? And then there's also a Bradford Beach blue, and then there is a Tosa turquoise. So, what will the TrueFire course focus on? The first one's like all my stuff, so it'll have, you know, the bends, the vibratos, the pinch harmonics, the chicken picking, both with the pick, without the pick, hybrid picking, different kind of harmonics, certainly Travis picking, some slide. It's really a good, some comping, some of the stuff I do on shuffles and so on and so forth. So it'll have all kinds of stuff. Great looking guitar. Thank you. Ebony fingerboard. Indeed, it does have some, it does have ebony fingerboard. Play some Skinnerd. What? All right, folks, thank you so much for tuning in. Appreciate it. Don't forget to go to wildwoodguitars.com, and that's where I got a ton of these dog. Well, I think there's only one Gristle 90 there right now, but there are a bunch of the Gristle Master guitars. I know there's one in Lucifer. There's a couple in the Pow yellow and a few in the Wow red. And then there's also a midnight black one there with the bigger neck profile. So check them out, doggone it. You guys take it easy, but doggone, take it. And if you're in the southeastern Wisconsin area, I'm actually doing a gig tonight, kind of a weird one-off thing with my buddy Anthony Deutsch, unbelievable jazz piano player. He's not just a jazz piano player, but you can do it all. Great saxophone player. Used to play in a combo with my son. He's a crazy good alto sax player, Leonard Simpson. And I forgot the drummer's name, sorry, but we're gonna figure it out. We're just gonna make stuff up on the fly like we did the last time we did it. So that's at Indeed Brewing. Part of the reason why I did the gig is, of course, Anthony Deutsch is a bad, bad man, but also the place is called Indeed Brewing. Indeed. So I had to do it. 6 to 9. Beautiful Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Doing that tonight. Sitting in with Robin Ford tomorrow at the Waukesha Blues Festival in the evening. And Saturday night, 5 p.m. Central, Dylan and I will do one of our Together.co jams here in the Orange Room. There you have it, folks. Take care. We'll see you later.